Okay, I wanted to do videos on different herbs. And you might say, well, what does this have to do with the Catholic faith? It has everything to do with the Catholic faith. If you go to the Bible, it says in the book of Genesis that God gave us the herbs of the field for our food. Okay? And used in healing. In the book of Isaiah, a poultice of figs was used to cure boils. So, it's obvious God made plants on this planet, and these plants have nutrition within them. And I'm going to read about ginger in a minute, but, there's different minerals, vitamins, phytonutrients that are in these plants that our body needs, okay? And the Bible supports this, okay? Without a doubt. So if you go and look, do a little exploration, and if you want, I can always prove this, you'll see that it's true. So today I wanted to talk about ginger root. And I'm going to be reading from a couple of books. Now, of course, what I'm reading here is not to be taken as medical advice, okay? So this is not medical advice. I am not diagnosing disease in any way, shape, or form, okay? This is for educational purposes only. What you do with this information is your concern, okay? So ginger is a very popular root. You can find this in the store, in your produce section. Okay, I prefer ginger, organic ginger from Peru, okay, as opposed to other areas where, the soil may be contaminated with heavy metals. So I like to try to get a clean source of ginger root. I usually buy it dried, or I get it organic, where I can slice it up, which in fact I'm going to have some ginger root tonight. Now, it's very good for colds and flu. Okay, it helps break up mucus in the body. I'm going to read to you from a book called Herbal Health by a woman named Louise Tenney. Very good book. This is a short little section, but I'm going to read more in a minute. Ginger is an excellent herb for respiratory problems, right? It is good for fighting off colds and flu, which I use it all the time for that. It relieves headaches and other aches and pains, removes congestion, helps to eliminate sore throats. Ginger and capsicum of course is cayenne pepper, work together to relieve bronchial congestion and stuffy noses. Ginger is also an excellent remedy for upset stomach and indigestion, and that is true. It helps relieve nausea as well. It is very effective as a cleansing agent, working through the bowels, kidneys, and skin. Ginger is good for combination with other herbs, because it enhances their effectiveness. Ginger is used by a lot of herbalists as a carrier, right? So you'll make an herbal formula and you'll put ginger in it, or you'll put cayenne, and they're both good carriers. They help, because ginger spreads all over the body, so it'll help get the herbs into different parts of the body. You can also add ginger to meat dishes, right? The Asians like to do that because it helps the intestines to detoxify the meat. So it's good for digestion after meals. Ginger contains protein, vitamins A, B complex, C, calcium, phosphorus, iron, sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Ginger also helps boost the immune system. So you can take it all year round. It's good to take it hot. So you make a tea out of it, and I can always explain in another video how to do that. You make a tea out of it, and then you drink it as hot as possible. And then you'll start to sweat. You'll notice you'll start to sweat. You'll feel extremely warm. And you're sweating out toxins and, just cleansing your system. Okay? Now, let me go over the history of this. It's very interesting. It was the Spanish who introduced the Americas to ginger, because ginger comes from the East, okay? It was in the 16th century. And ginger became very popular among the Europeans. and Great Britain imported 5 million pounds of the root in 1884. So it became very, very popular. Now, there's been research done, of course, on ginger root. We do it here in America, but really the Eastern peoples do a lot of research on herbs. They do, okay? Research conducted at Cornell University Medical College has found that ginger may help prevent strokes and hardening of the arteries. This active ingredient of gingerol, is proven effective in preventing reoccurrences of so-called little strokes. It is believed that this substance, gingerol, which is in ginger, inhibits an enzyme that causes cells to clot. Now, this section I'm reading from the Little Herb Encyclopedia by a man named Richardson, Ritchason. What an excellent book to have on hand. So, ginger is very good, very, very good to take, every day. Now, ginger thins the blood a little bit. It lowers blood cholesterol. It is known to work to reduce fevers. You'll sweat out, if you take it really hot. It can relieve vomiting because it helps soothe the stomach, from nausea. It'll soothe also the spleen in the process. It's a very warming herb. So if you have a cold, when you have dampness in your system, you take the ginger and it'll warm your body. You'll just feel a nice warmth come over your body. Okay? And especially, in the lungs, like I said, the lungs, the chest. It is a catalyst in nervine and sedative formulas. So herbalists use it, like I said, when they want to make an herbal formula to calm somebody down, okay? Or to stimulate the system, or to be, or a sedative, to calm a person down. You can use it, you can make a tea. You can buy a tincture of it, which is called an extract today. And you can buy capsules. I like a tea, but you can take it in capsule form too. Ginger, like I said, is something you could take every day. Okay, so there's no reason to be afraid of it. What I want to say is that if you're taking pharmaceutical medicines, watch interactions between what you take and any kind of natural, herbal substance. You should take them apart from each other. Like, don't take them together. So if you take your regular medicine, you want to take your herbal stuff, like an hour later. You don't want to take them back to back, because if you're on a blood thinner and you take this and it thins your blood a little bit, you want to kind of take it separated from it. That's the advice people always give with that. What else? And of course, ginger will calm you, right? It has a calming effect on the body. It also helps with blood circulation. So it helps improve circulation into the extremities, which is the hands and the feet. And of course, in China, where they use herbal medicine constantly with Western medicine, and I really feel that's the way to go. But we in the West always use just the pharmaceuticals. So in the East, they use the pharmaceuticals with the herbal medicines, or herbal plants, whatever you want to say, however you want to phrase it. But they use them together. And of course, we have it in America too. You can go to any Chinatown in any city and you'll find a Chinese herbalist, okay? So it's become very, very popular now. And I can attest to its usefulness and efficacy. Okay, what else? It's also very good during pregnancy. It helps relieve morning sickness, okay? And won't hurt the baby. It also helps with menstrual cramps, which is very good to know. And it can also help with excessive menstrual flow. And it will also help you relieve more urine out of the system, okay, if you take it hot. So it acts as a diuretic. Okay? Now, every herb, every plant has different properties, right? And I've mentioned to you some of the things that this does. And there's so many. But really, ginger is a tonic. It helps, buff up the system, cleanse the system. And it's also good to relax you and calm you. So it's very, very good for that. I just love it. I enjoy it so much. And again, it's especially good during cold and flu season. Okay, everybody should have it on hand. Everyone. You should really, if you can't get the root like this is wet. You can buy the dried root. I like it from Peru, because you can buy it organic from Peru. The best is, of course, Hawaiian ginger, but it's limited supply. Limited supply. I have some, but it's very limited supply, and it can be difficult to get. I imagine they sell it from other countries too. Thailand, I would imagine. But be careful where you get your ginger, because if the soil it's grown in is contaminated, the root will have that in it. So anyway, this is just a little sampling of what I would like to do with these type of videos. Because as Catholics, if God has given us substances and plants to use to help us, why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we doing that? That just seems foolish to me. Okay, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know what you think. Have a good day. Bye-bye.